the zodiac does seem to be mentioned in the Bible. So there's several dimensions to this question. So let me kind of separate them out a bit. First of all, is the zodiac mentioned in the Bible? I.e., are these symbols, which are important in the astrological tradition, also important in the Bible? The answer to that is very straightforward, and I will probably look at it in more detail in later in the stream. Yes, the zodiac is mentioned in the Bible. Psalm 19 says about the sun that God has in the heavens placed a tabernacle for the sun, and the sun moves through that tabernacle. Now, these are the 12 zodiacal constellations because the tabernacle is not the heavens itself. Rather, the tabernacle for the sun is placed in the heavens. We also see in the book of Revelation that there's lots and lots and lots of zodiacal imagery. The most obvious zodiacal image in the book of Revelation would be Virgo in Revelation 12. Not the only thing going on there, but it definitely is going on. There's lots of celestial imagery in general in the book of Revelation because the book of Revelation is a door that is opened up in heaven. Revelation is a revelation of things. It is the revelation of the meaning of the Bible through its unifying principle in the Logos, who is incarnate in the person of Jesus Christ. It is a revelation of the meaning of history, as it shows history proceeding according to the pattern set in the heavenly liturgy. And it is a revelation of the meaning of all creatures. And as the door is opened up in heaven, we see gobs of heavenly imagery. Now, there's actually an interesting commentary in Revelation which pretty much focuses on this dimension of the text. Now, I don't like this series of commentaries in general, but this is an exception to the rule. So the social science commentary on the book of Revelation focuses on celestial imagery in Revelation. Now, the social science series of commentaries is really, it's produced by this group of scholars called the Context Group, and they're absolutely insistent that people in antiquity didn't have certain concepts like guilt or whatever. Instead, they had shame. And in my view, it's a very kind of it's a very reductionist portrait of ancient people, and it also exaggerates the psychological differences between various people groups and between ancients and moderns, ancients, quote unquote, and moderns, quote unquote. For example, what is Moses' principal fear when God speaks to him? So this is Moses, 1500 BC, living in a completely different culture, speaking a language unrelated to our own. What's his big fear? It's the fear of public speaking. Yes, people in various cultures are quite different from each other. People in antiquity are different from people in the modern world, but they're not as different as folks in the Context Group like to suggest. In any case, the Revelation commentary there doesn't really focus on any of that stuff at all. Instead, it's quite a useful exposition of the way in which celestial imagery, which was current in the ancient world, and I think it was current in the ancient world for a reason, celestial imagery, which is current in the ancient world, is used in the book of Revelation. So the zodiac is mentioned in the Bible, and we find specific constellations, zodiacal and otherwise, mentioned explicitly in Scripture.